human development. These are the examples, issues of human development. Developmental psychology issues and debates. Nature versus nurture. Early experience versus later experience. Continuity versus discontinuity. Abnormal behavior versus individual differences. Stability versus change. Developmental psychology issues and debates. Developmental psychology is the branch of psychology that focuses on how people grow and change over the course of a lifetime. Those who specialize in this field are not just concerned with the physical changes that occur as people grow. They also look at the social, emotional, and cognitive development that occurs throughout life. Some of the many issues developmental psychologists assess include cognitive development during childhood and throughout life, developmental challenges and learning disabilities, emotional development, moral reasoning, language acquisition, motor skill development, personality development, self-awareness and concept, social and cultural influences on child development. Nature versus nurture. Nature is what we think of as free wiring and is influenced by genetic inheritance and other biological factors. Nurture is generally taken as the influence of external factors after conception, the product of exposure, life experiences, and learning on an individual. The nature versus nurture debate involves the extent to which particular aspects of behavior are a product of either inherited or acquired influences. Behavioral genetics has enabled psychology to quantify the relative contribution of nature and nurture with regard to specific psychological traits. Early experience versus later experience. A second important consideration in developmental psychology involves the relative importance of early experiences versus to those that occur in later life. Psychoanalytic theories tend to focus on events that occur in early childhood. According to Freud, much of a child's personality is completely established by the age of 5. If this is indeed the case, those who have experienced deprived or abusive childhoods might never adjust or develop normally. In contrast to this view, researchers have found that the influence of childhood events does not necessarily have a dominating effect over behavior throughout life. However, there is evidence that childhood adversity may correlate to greater levels of stress in adulthood. Many people with less than perfect childhoods go on to develop normally into well-adjusted adults.
Continuity versus discontinuity. A third major issue is developmental psychology is that of continuity. Some theories of development argue that changes are simply a matter of quantity. Children display more of certain skills as they grow older. Continuity view says that change is gradual. Children become more skillful in thinking, talking, or acting much the same way as they get taller. Discontinuity view sees development as more abrupt, a succession of changes that produce different behaviors in different age-specific life periods called stages. Stability versus change. Stability implies personality traits present during infancy endure throughout the lifespan. The personal significance of each change occurs when we decide to make change. In contrast, change the theories argue that personalities are modified by interactions with the family, experiences at school, and acculturation. Does personality change depending on the situation? A person's overall personality predicts their personality in a particular moment. This finding is consistent with our everyday understanding of personality and means that although personality might change in different situations, it fluctuates around a relatively stable average. Abnormal behavior versus individual differences. Abnormality refers to maladjustment to one's society and culture which surrounds it. It is a deviation from the normal in an unfavorable and pathological way. Normal refers to people exhibit satisfactory work capacity and earn adequate income. They conform and adjust to their social surroundings. They are capable of establishing satisfying and acceptable relationships with other people, and their emotional reactions are basically appropriate to different situations. Such people manage to control their emotions.